Hi. Right, I'm doing another junk food video because basically there's nothing else going on. Although I am thinking of getting the motorbike out again, I must admit, with the rise in temperatures. And I can't think of anything else to make a video about, to be quite honest. And I have, I want to keep the channel going, but we've just come out, we're sort of emerging from winter. I must admit I am suffering from a little touch of cabin fever, which again makes me think about the motorbike. But here we go, here's a Morrisons effort. I imagine that says sweet and sour chicken. We'll have a look. Chicken, Chinese takeaway, sweet and sour chicken. See if I can get this label off. Blew it. Right. Okay, and as you can see, it looks like a red sort of mess. I can see peppers, I can see tomato, I can see pineapple, I can see chunks of reformed chicken, complete with fake grill marks, and a general red appearance. Right, there's probably, when we look at the ingredients, there's probably going to be tomato ketchup in this. And don't be afraid of it. I mean, in Hong Kong, they've had ketchup for many, many decades, and they put loads of it in sweet and sour pork, for instance. And I can remember when I was a kid there, my ama, and the ama is a sort of family nanny come general purpose person, whom my mum could leave me with. She used to do all sorts of exciting things like taking me shopping. But she also used to take me up to her room on the roof of our block of flats where the Armours lived. It wasn't very pleasant there, I'll tell you. It was just a room in the full heat of the sun. But that's the way things were in those days. And she used to feed me, on bowls of rice, just with ketchup on it. And I used to eat tons, I used to love it. And if you try it today, you'll find it is delicious. And I had tons of that as a kid. So don't be afraid of ketchup and adding ketchup to things, because it's been around for so long, especially in Hong Kong, that, it's been absorbed into the cooking culture. If you want to be absolutely traditional and, unexciting, then go for the old recipes which exclude it. But this is the way modern people eat. So let's have a look at the ingredients. Yeah, sweet and sour chicken. Right. Now, I've got to be more careful about this, because last time I failed to notice that the ingredients and what have you were given as a proportion of the nutrition, for instance, was given as per 100 grams. So we've got there's 350 grams in this. So all these figures should be multiplied by 3.5. Why they're allowed to get away with this, I don't know. Because that is a packet. What you want to know is, when you buy this packet, how many grams of salt has it got in, how many grams of sugar, etc, etc. You don't want to have to keep on doing all these ridiculous divisions and multiplications. I'm, for instance, in this case, multiplying by 3.5. Who's got the time to do that? So, well, in fact we have, so I'm just going to go and get the iPad and get a calculator on it. Hang on. Right, we are ready. Okay, first the ingredients. Chicken breast, 39%. Right, although I think it's reformed, that's very nearly 40% is actually chicken, which I think is quite good. Water, next ingredient. Pineapple, 11%. Right, so water is between 40% and 11%. So Let's be conservative and call it 20%. So 20% of that is water. That's what you're paying for, water. 20% of it is water. Sugar, nice and high up on the list. There's bound to be tons of sugar in this, to be honest. Red pepper, rice vinegar, onion, corn flour, tomato paste, concentrated pineapple juice, rapeseed oil, ginger puree, salt, tomato puree, spirit vinegar, colour, which is a paprika extract, fermented soybeans. Cool. Right, there's not too much fake in that, is there? Unless they've done something to the ginger puree or paprika extract. That doesn't strike me. I mean, there isn't a long list of words that you can't read because they're so obscure, obscure chemicals. I think that's rather good. Wheat, molasses, onion puree, tamarind paste. It doesn't say it isn't fake, it says tamarind paste. Spices, garlic puree, allergy advice. Warning, allergic bones. Nutrition, typical values, microwave per 100 grams. Right, energy 505. Is that kilojoules? 120 kilocalories. So 120 times, what was it? 3.5 equals 420. So 420 kilocalories in this. Fat 2.7 grams. Right, 2.7 times 3.5 equals. Okay, there's 9 3/4 grams of fat in this. That's quite high. Of which saturates 0.5 grams multiplied by 3.5, carbohydrate 13.5, sugars 12 grams, right, 1, 2 times 3.5 equals, there are 42, what? Can't be. Of which sugars, carbohydrates, of which sugars are 42 grams of sugar. Really? Do you know how much that looks like? I can't believe it. It must be. That's incredible. 12 gram sugars. Hang on a sec. Sugars 12 grams. What? Anyway, fiber 1.9, protein 9.4, salt 0.3 grams. Right, 0.3 times 3.5 equals. That can't be right. So it's about 10 grams. No, sorry. There's over a gram. There's 1.05 grams of sugar. Contains 2 portions. Well, again, I mean, if you split this between 2, someone's going to go hungry. They ought to give the readout for the whole pack. I mean, it's as simple as that, really. Okay, and there's the heating instructions. Let's have a look at the traffic lights. Right, these are for a half pack, so must take that into account. So fat 9 grams, saturates 1.6 grams, sugars, yeah, nearly 42 grams of sugars, salt over a gram. So again, I say this every time, these things are not healthy. I mean, you'd be crazy to eat these things the whole time. And if you do, I was speaking to someone on YouTube, my last video, and he was saying, oh, well, I'm having this main meal, plus a load of others like spring rolls. I should have said to him, can you add up all those sugars and salt and what have you? and give us the numbers, because if you eat a complete meal with, a starter of these ready meals and this and some rice and something else, some other side dish, you're eating one hell of a lot. I mean, health food, it isn't. So, anyway, let's go heat it up and have a look at it. Okay, here we are. It's done according to the instructions. 2 minutes on full whack. Give it a stir, another minute. So it's 3 minutes. And that is the essential bargain with the devil you are making. You agree to ingest all these salts and sugars in return for time saving and convenience. Okay, so let's get rid of that bit. I'm not going to bother to plate this up because I'm not going to eat it all. I'm just going to sample it. And the first thing I have to say is there are really generous amounts of chicken in it compared to some. And comparatively few veg. There's a bit of pepper. How many bits of pineapple do you get? 1, 2. Okay, 2 bits of pineapple. Is that pineapple? Well, that's chicken. There's a lot of chicken in this. So let's give it a try. There's a bit of it's definitely fake. Fake chicken with fake scorch marks. Let's give that a go. Ugh. That's weird. That is the sauce tastes weak and yet too sweet, and the chicken has a really weird temperature. I didn't bother plating this up because I'm not going to be eating it all, to be quite honest. It's just far too unhealthy. Let's try a bit of this pepper. It's this sauce, it's horrible. No, not good. Pineapple? No. Not a bit chicken. Ugh. Ugh. Right. Apart from the very weak taste, sort of watery, the chicken has a really weird texture. It too is watery and sort of falls apart in a totally unnatural way. Not like real chicken. This is the worst Morrisons one I've had, I think. It doesn't taste nice. It tastes really watery. The individual ingredients aren't good. The chicken is way too fake. And you've got all those sugars and salts, so what can I say? It's not null point. It is, I don't know, 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10. I'd avoid this one. But again, I bought it because it was I needed to make a video, and it was reduced to £1.38. Is it worth £1.38? Well, in a push, it's worth £1.38 even to me. If I was desperate for some reason, maybe post-Brexit, when we've run out of food, and if you've got a choice between this and SpaghettiOs, I'd go for this. But that's about the sort of level I'd put it at. Okay, not very nice at all. Way too weak tasting. Despite all the salt and sugar in it. So quite amazing, really. Okay, thanks very much for listening. See you next time.